Today we are going to see the topic female reproductive part of the flower. Gynoecium represents the female reproductive part of the flower. The word gynoecium represents one or more pistils of the flower. Pistils is otherwise called as a carpel. The pistil refers to that ovary, style, stigma. So based on the number of carpel, gynoecium is monocarpellary gynoecium, bicarpellary gynoecium, tricarpellary gynoecium, tetracarpellary, pentacarpellary or multicarpellary. Are you able to follow me? So in the flower, carpel, pistil, some of the flower only one carpel alone is there. Some of the flower is more than one. So altogether the group of the carpels is joined together as called as a gynoecium. So the carpel contains ovary, style and stigma. Ovary is the basal swollen part of the gynoecium. So it includes the ovules. Ovules present in the ovary cavity or the ovary cavity is otherwise called as the locules. So the locules may be one or two or many. Stigma serves as the landing platform for the pollen grains. So another flower is the pollen grains were the land agra place the stigma. The style is an elongated part of the stigma. So this is the carpel structure. More than one carpel, one or more than one carpels will join as a gynoecium. So apocarpus and syncarpus are the two terms. So carpels are free in the sense that is called as the apocarpus. All the carpels are fused together means that type of gynoecium is called as a syncarpus gynoecium. So based on the carpels, gynoecium is divided into apocarpus and syncarpus. The carpels are free, remains free means apocarpus. All the carpels are fused together means that is called as a syncarpus. The next one is development of gynoecium. How the gynoecium is developing in the flower. So the flower stage, before the flower formation, that condition is called as a floral primordium. In the floral primordium stage, the meristematic tissue shows small papillate outgrowth. That outgrowth will form a carpel. Next in the carpel, that differentiated into ovary, style and stigma. So once ovary, style, stigma formation happen, then the ovules will form inside the ovary. The ovules are erased from the placenta. So the number of ovules in an ovary, it may vary according to the species of the plant. In some of the plants, the number of ovules may be one, like a paddy, wheat, mango, like that. In some other plants like watermelon, papaya, like that, they have more than many ovules. So this is about the development of gynoecium. Now we are going to discuss the structure of ovule. Ovule is otherwise called as the megasporangium. So this is the structure of the ovule. Ovule is protected by one or two coverings. That covering is called as the integument. So the mature ovule consists of the stalk and body. Stalk and body. So the stalk at the base of the portion. The stalk is otherwise called as the funicle. So the funicle is present at the base. This funicle attaches to the body of the ovule. That attaching point is called as a hilum. So the junction between the ovule and funicle is called as a hilum. Funicle is growing together on rich shape is called as a raphe. Are you able to follow me? So the ovule is protected by the protective layer, one or two layers irukum, that is called integument. The mature ovule ஒரு ஸ்டால்க்கும் ஒரு பாடியும் இருக்கும். The stalk portionக்கு funicle அப்படினு சொல்றோம். The stalk மாதிரி இருக்கிற ஒரு portion. இந்த stalk portion body of the ovule ஓட attach ஆகிற portion. Stalkக்கும் body of the ovule attach ஆகிற அந்த junction pointக்கு hilum அப்படினு சொல்றோம். Funicle ஓட சேர்ந்து growth ஆகிற mature ஆகிற அந்த ஸ்டேஜ்ல growing together இருக்கிற ஒரு ridge shape is called as a raphe. Okay. So the body of the ovule is contains the body of the ovule is contains a parenchymatous tissue is called as a nucellus. So body full irukka அந்த டிஷ்யூக்கு பேர் வந்து parenchymatous tissue. இத வந்து nucellus அப்படினு denote பண்றோம். So this nucellus will reserve the large amount of food materials reserve பண்ணிருக்கு. So this nucellus only will covered by the one or two layers of integuments. So the integuments complete a cover பண்ணியிருக்கும். ஒரு சின்ன பிளேஸ்ல மட்டும் ஃப்ரீயா இருக்கும். அந்த place it will form one small pore. That pore opening is called as a micropyle. So the integument covering, it may be one abdina, it is a unique technique. If it is two covering means that is called as a bi-technique. Or able to follow me? Full nucellus is a parenchymatous tissue. It reserve the food materials reserve பண்ணிருக்கு. So in the nucellus சுத்தி தான் unilayer of unitechment in present in the sense that is called unitechnique. Two layers of integument present means that is called bi-technique. Full protection cover இருக்கும் except free of ஒரு சில places இருக்கும். So அந்த place it will form a pore like structure that is called as a micropyle. So the integument, funicle, integument covering, funicle covering and nucellus இந்த மூணும் joint ஆகிற அந்த place is called as a chalaza. Nucellus, integument and funicle. So the junction between இது மூணும் meet பண்ற merge ஆகிற அந்த placeக்கு பேர் தான் chalaza. So inside that there is a large oval shaped sac like structure. Large oval shaped sac like structureல nucellus குள்ள ஒரு micropylar endக்கு towards ஒரு embryo sac இருக்கு. So this embryo sac is called as a female gametophyte. So inside this female gametophyte only megaspore will going to form within the nucellus. In the embryo sac வந்து micropyle endக்கு towards ஆகும். nucellus குள்ளேயும் ஒரு பெரிய oval shaped sac இருக்கு. So இதுக்குள்ள தான் இந்த female gametophyte சொல்றோம். இதுக்குள்ள தான் megaspore formation ஆக போகுது. Okay. So in some of the species the inner integument also is providing some nutritive function. Integument oda inner part also is providing some nutritive function apart from nucellus. So that type is called as endothelium, or otherwise it's called as integumentary tapetum. Some of the species the inner integument also is providing the nutrition function to this inside the embryo sac. So that is called as the endothelium or integumentary tapetum. So based on the sporogenous cells, inside the sporogenous cell base panni ovules is divided into tenunucellate and crassinucellate. So tenunucellate means the sporogenous cells it will be hypodermal origin. Hypodermal single layer of form ஆகி nucellar tissue form ஆயிருந்துச்சுனா that is called tenunucellate. It is very small nucellus only present. If it is crassinucellate means the sporogenous cells are formed by the subhypodermal cells. It is very fair large nucellus. So this is the difference based on the sporogenous cells. Ovule is based on sporogenous cells, two types. So nucellus is made up of hypodermal cells are made up ஆயிருக்கு. That means very small nucellus alone is present, that is called tenunucellate. Crassinucellate means the sporogenous cells are made by the subhypodermal cells. So it is a very large nucellus. So that is the difference based on the sporogenous cells. Then the group of cells found between the base of the ovule kum chalaza end. So the ovule oda base la the chalaza kum embryo sac kum in between la irukku group of the cell is called as a hypostase. Chalaza and embryo sac in between la group of the cell is called as a hypostase. Then the something small cells present the above the micropylar and embryo sac means that is called epistase. So this is about the structure of ovule. Now we are going to focus the types of ovules. Ovules are classified into 6 main types based on the orientation of the micropyle, the form and position of the micropyle with respect to the chalaza as well as the funicle. So based on the orientation of the micropyle, already you know the micropyle, integument enga loss ஆயிருக்கு, integument oda covering இல்லாத place தான் micropyle end. So the micropyle end oda orientation position with respect to the chalaza as well as funicle. So this based on this ovules are classified into 6 major types. The first one is orthotrophous. So in this type of ovule the micropyle is on the distal end. The funicle, chalaza, micropyle, everything will come to the one straight vertical line. Micropyle, chalaza end and funicle. So everything come in a straight line. So it is called as a orthotrophous. This type of ovule is orthotrophous. The next one is a anotrophous. This is a very common type. All dicot and monocot plant, the ovule will be in a anotrophous. This is completely inverted structure. Orthotrophus ku abhi inverted structure irukku. So this type of is completely inverted, so that funicle and micropyle is very close together. Micropyle and funicle is very close to each other. So this is very common type, Anotrophus. And the third one is Hemianotrophus. Hemianotrophus in the sense, the ovule body, the body of the ovule is transversely. It is just right angle to each other. Funicle stack right angle position la irukku. So that is Hemianotrophus. It is partial. So ovule body வந்து funicle right angle to each other, transverse section la locate ஆயிருக்கா. So it is called as a Hemianotrophus. Then Campylotropus. This Campylotropus, the body of the ovule, the micropyle end is just curved. So the micropyle end just curve ஆயிருக்கும். It is more or less bean shaped curve ஆயிருக்கும். The embryo sac also, inside embryo sac also it should be curving. So everything, the hilum, micropyle end, hilum, chalaza, everything will come just adjacent to each other. So the whole body just curve, more or less bean shape ஆயிருக்கும். Embryo sac also will be curving. Micropyle end, hilum, chalaza, everything will be adjacent to each other. So this type is called as a Campylotropus type of ovule. The next one is Amphitrophus. The distance between the hilum and chalaza is very less. So the chalaza end kum hilum, the junction between the funicle and the base of the ovule. So that is called hilum. Hilum and chalaza, the distance is very less. So this type of ovule is horseshoe shaped. So the embryo sac வந்து horseshoe shape la irukku. This type of ovule is called as a Amphitrophus. Then Cystinotrophus, funicle is very long. It just cover ovule சுத்தி ஒரு surrounding way வந்திருது. So very long funicle means that is called as a Cystinotrophus. So this is the type of ovule based on the micropyle or orientation position with respect to the funicle and chalaza.